Father Loigor, thou art in hell. Please allow these sinners to accept your violence, your gore, and your blood. Amen.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Descent into Madness as we play Hell in Texas. Things are beginning to really start to heat up, isn't it? I have presented them with simply a house in which a young woman took her life in an unfortunate manner. But something about it does not sit right with any of them. Why was it so quickly ruled as a suicide? Why did she write what she wrote on the wall about this being Satan's house? Why does the pastor and the sheriff so bent on making sure that this hell house stays open? Who knows? Maybe it's just their pride. Maybe they just don't want it to hurt anything that they've created. We rejoin back up to a situation at the edge of the forest that overlooks the Angerstein house, as Deputy Martinez and Sarah are there with a Bradley Kohler, a young man in his early 20s with sandy blonde hair and a somewhat light blue polo, who's sitting in handcuffs now, who's being held by Officer Martinez as Sarah reveals what looks to be at least 20 cans of gasoline, as Bradley looks at the officer and says, "It wants it to burn. Satan wants this house to burn."
All right, Bradley. You're coming with me. I'm going to take Bradley back to my patrol car.
Almost instantaneously, he kind of looks at you with a blank stare all of a sudden, and he just goes, "Look, officer, I don't know what happened. Look, I don't know how that gasoline got out there in the woods. I've never seen it before."
What do you mean you haven't seen it before? You smell of gasoline, Bradley. You brought it out here.
I don't remember. And he kind of, you see him literally lean down and he like sniffs and he goes, I've never seen that gasoline before. No. Somebody else must have done it. There's no...
Bradley, no. When I walked up, you reeked of gasoline. You can't just say that you had no idea.
No.
That's what attracted me to you.
No. See, you're in on this. There's no way you're a journalist. This is persecution.
I've only known you for 5 minutes.
This is police brutality. I'm going to sue you for this. There is no way that gasoline is mine. I'm telling you, it's not mine.
Then who else's would it be? Who else would it be?
And you start to see him just have a look of confusion on his face, like as if he's trying to like dig into the recesses of his mind. And he just goes, I just know. And he looks at both of you, deadpan stare, and goes, "Satan wants this. He wants this house to be cleansed, to show the true evil of what he is going to cause. He wants it to burn." And you see Bradley kind of shake his head and he just goes, no, you need to remove these handcuffs off me. You have no right to arrest me.
Bradley, I have you for arson. Why don't we just calm down? We're gonna get to the bottom of this. I'm gonna take him
Officer,
back to...
wait, don't you think this might be a drug problem? I don't want to say anything in front of him, but he looks visibly shaken.
So I'm just gonna let him go? Is that what you're asking me?
No, I'm merely saying maybe don't lock him up in a precinct or yank out a gun on a man who is not stable. Have you thought about that, officer? I mean, there could be something going on here. beyond just a crime.
Can you both give me spot hidden rolls, please?
49.
44.
You both succeed.
Yes.
I succeeded. Spot hidden.
Bradley is no longer in your hands. As you both look over at him, he's hanging from the tree by a noose around his neck.
Oh my god.
As it swings violently backwards and forwards, it looks as if it's forest all around you, as if it's just the two of you alone. Can you give me sanity rolls, please?
13.
20.
Okay. You will both lose 1 point of sanity. You both blink your eyes, and all of a sudden, Bradley is back in your hands again, in handcuffs, as if nothing happened. You have to take these cuffs off of me.
Jesus Christ. What just happened?
What
do you mean?
What are you talking about? Look, you need to take these handcuffs off me, okay?
Bradley, you're under arrest. Can I start to search Bradley?
Yeah. You see that he has his wallet on him, maybe a set of car keys, and then last but not least, he has his smartphone on him. And that's about it. That's all you can find on him. What are you taking my stuff for? This is ridiculous, okay? I did not give you any right to be able to search me, and there's no way that gasoline is mine.
Bradley, it's a done conversation. I'm taking you back to the precinct, or I'm going to put you in my patrol car for right now. And, you have been a nuisance to me this entire time. What are you doing here? Are you going to the?
I came to help the church, like
okay,
I said before.
Then go help the church. You handed me that paper. What is on that?
Can I at least show you what I found?
Okay.
You look at it and you see it as a bunch of numbers, and it obviously maybe talks about some of the church membership, just kind of perusing over it. You're not really looking too far at it.
Look, do you see the bottom where it says mega church? Do you see where all this money came in out of nowhere? But the church is bigger than ever. Where's it coming from?
See a part of the paperwork that insinuates that because of the loss of, members to the church, to this bigger mega church that people are leaving to, you see in this number and some of the paperwork that the pastor and the sheriff have invested a lot of money, their own money, not from anyone else, their own money, into this hell house. And you kind of think in your head that, if they're investing this much money into this house to own this property and it becomes a success, this could be make a lot of money for what seems to be a failing church right now. But if it failed because of maybe somebody committing suicide in it and people not wanting to go to it, then they would lose out on a lot of money.
Well, look at that. A journalist that tells the truth.
And then you're going to write it and spin the words. That's fine. Okay. I see your point. I can't just let him go. He's going to burn down the house. There's still innocent people in there.
Listen.
What are you talking about? I'm not going to burn down. I wouldn't hurt people.
I think he's insane. I think he's crazy. I think he needs help. And help that we can't provide here. I need to take him to the precinct or something.
I totally get it. I think there's something extra going on here, but we won't know until you get him out of here.
I'm going to take him out, and I'll be here back in an hour. I'm just going to take him. I'm going to go talk to his parents, I guess. Or he's 20?
Yeah, he's early 20s.
Early 20s?
You can tell, yeah.
I have his ID. What does it say exactly?
If you're doing math in your head, 21, 22 years old. Yeah.
Can I have my ID back, please? If you're going to go.
Yeah, I didn't. Sorry. I can't believe that I still have it. Sorry.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm going to take him somewhere to get help, and I'll meet you back here, I guess. We'll have a conversation of what you know.
All right. If you're open to it, I say we team up.
Sure. I leave with Billy.
Pause. As we go back inside of the house, where Ollie is kind of starting to finish up this rigging for this whatever device that they're trying to create for this greed room. And all of a sudden, you start to hear what sounds like a scratching noise above you, as if it's coming from the second story.
Is there an attic?
Yes, there is.
Well, I should probably go and look around the attic.
Okay. You make your way to the staircase. It's the main staircase that's in the house. And as you make your way up to it, there's a second story of this house. And there's a couple rooms up here, but they're not actually going to be rooms for the Hell House. They're used as like storage. But then as you make your way down the hallway, you find this last door. And as you open it, you see a staircase that heads up to what looks to be an attic. Can you give me a power roll, please? That is POW at the top of your character sheet.
A 1?
Yeah, so you extreme succeeded. You rolled a perfect 1. For some reason, as you're standing at the foot of these stairs, you hear what sounds like slithering, like a snake, from upstairs in the attic.
Okay.
You want to go up the stairs?
Yeah.
You go up the stairs. And as you do, you see that there's obviously more stuff up here. Or from what you can tell while you're looking around this room, most of the items here are not of like the Hell House, like they were using this for storage. It looks more like personal effects. And you can see 1 or 2 like wardrobe pieces, and there's even a trunk that you can see like a golden label on that says Angerstein, and some photos and whatnot. And towards the back of the attic, you hear what sounds like a hissing noise. And then it goes quiet.
Do I have a flashlight?
Yeah. You have your phone. You want to turn on the flashlight on your phone?
Yeah.
You do. And you shine it around the room. And you don't see anything. Can you give me one more power roll, please?
$84.
What is your power?
70.
So you failed it. All of a sudden, you see something begin to form in front of you a couple feet away. It looks to be a very large snake with glowing red eyes. And it just stares at you until it begins to bring its head up. And you hear a voice in your head that says, "What is it that you care about the most?"
My soul.
Why do you worry about your soul?
Because of some past deeds.
You mean your friend?
Yeah, and others.
Are you worried about people in this community realizing what type of criminal you are?
Or that I'm dangerous.
Have you ever hurt anyone before?
Yeah.
Have you ever killed before?
Yeah.
Then you are welcome in Satan's house.
That's really screwed up.
I mean, you feel like someone has done something to someone you care, right? Kelly, was it?
Yeah. Well, I just don't think suicide's a capital offense in God's eyes to heaven or hell.
Maybe you should do something about it.
Like what?
You look down at your hand and you see that you're holding an axe in it, and you don't realize you've even grabbed it. The sheriff is going to be outside I mean, it looked like he was about to shoot your friend.
I mean, I'm not gonna...
You don't even realize it as you are already making your way down the stairs all the way to the front door. Roll power for me one more time.
65. I'm a 70.
Pause. You were just getting up to your squad car, and as you do, the sheriff's car pulls up, and basically he steps out, and there's like another deputy with him, and he kind of looks at you and goes, Martinez, what the hell is going on? Somebody said you just ran off to the woods, and who the hell is this?
Well, Sheriff, you told me to keep an eye on the place, and this here is Billy, and Billy seemed to have to be up to no good. I'm gonna take him home.
That the Kohler boy?
Yeah, it's the Kohler boy. I'm gonna take him to his mother and his father, and just make sure he stays in for the next couple of days.
Just hurry up and do. If you've got to, just put him in a cell. All right, trump up something. I don't care.
Well, I don't think he's that.
What the hell is he doing?
I think he was planning on, just some graffiti or type stuff. He's gonna do something to mess with the house, and I'm just keeping him out of trouble.
As you're talking to the sheriff, I'll say you were kind of making your way back, but a little further back from him. You see Ollie come out of the front door of the house and start to make a direct beeline towards the sheriff with a hatchet in his hand. And you see it raised up almost in a menacing manner. And then he stops and just kind of looks around.
Sheriff, do you think this deputy could take him to the precinct? I forgot that Ollie asked for some help, and I was going to go give him some help with this whatever thing he was doing for the church.
Fine, whatever. I just want this handled, okay? We've got a lot going on here. This has got to happen this week. Here, hey, look, Deputy Jordan, come here. And the other deputy comes over. He goes, take this boy and go run him up to his house and make sure that he stays there. And the other deputy kind of shakes his head and goes, yes, Sheriff, I'll get that handled. And he goes ahead and takes him into their patrol car, and they start to drive away. And Bradley is still looking at you with just a blank expression, but also just, he can't stop looking at the house. And in particular, it looks like he's looking at a certain section of the house. Give me a spot hidden roll, please. And what are you doing?
While that kerfuffle is happening with all the different deputies, I've managed to go up to his car, and I see a file sitting in the front seat. And I sneak my phone in, and I just snap a couple photos of it.
Are you opening the door and opening this file and trying to take pictures while they're talking?
Yes.
Okay. I need stealth, please. And we're going to see if you do achieve this. What did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
You see him look up at the second story of the house, and it looks like he's looking in a window. And in the window, you see a shadowy figure looking from the side of it with glowing red eyes back at you, as if it's staring through you. Need you to give me a sanity roll, please. What'd you roll?
A perfect score for stealth.
Okay. Open the door, and it's the same file that I kind of discussed earlier, where it shows the photos of Kelly during this incident. It shows that the sheriff is trying to very quickly rule this as suicide, but then you also see this other photo of writing on a wall. Can you grab that piece of paper that has that picture on it that I gave you? And you see this photo of writing on the wall.
Oh my God.
There's notations written under it that basically states that Kelly wrote this in her own blood.
Satan's house. Satan has a plan for us all. Satan is always with us and within. He is the fire and the serpent and the devil and the darkness and allure bad thoughts. This is Satan's house.
Pause. As Ollie, you're standing on the front lawn holding this hatchet, and you're not even 5 feet away from the sheriff, and you have this pure inclination to drive this hatchet into the back of his head. And then all of a sudden, it goes away. I need you to roll sanity for me, please.
61.
Okay, what is your sanity?
70.
Okay. You shake it off as if maybe you're just too tired. Maybe the stress and anxiety of being at this funeral early today has gotten to you a lot more than you thought. What did you roll in your sanity?
58.
Okay, what is your sanity?
33.
Okay. I'm going to roll some dice now. You're going to lose 3 points of sanity.
Oh, fucking Christ.
You've already lost one before. Let me know when you lose one more. When you go over a 5 threshold, we'll talk a little bit more about what happens then.
Technically, I have. I started at 35 and I'm now at 30.
Oh, great. All right. So now what I need you to do is I need you to give me a know roll, a knowledge roll. It's at the top of your sheet for me.
You got a 47.
Okay. And what is your know?
85.
Okay. So you succeeded and you comprehend everything that you've seen. Let me explain a little bit. In Call of Cthulhu, when you lose a certain amount of your mental sanity from seeing horrific things, that being 5 points within a certain amount of time, you are going to roll a knowledge roll, or you're going to have your players roll it. If they succeed on their knowledge roll, they comprehend what they're seeing. And I'm going to give you a bout of sanity now, which is something that is going to hinder you. If they fail, then they merely just repress what they've seen and just go on about their day. But because you succeeded, now I get to have more fun. Oh, great. For some reason, as you are sitting there, or you're standing there, watching Bradley drive away, and you see this figure in the window, you begin to have this genuine fear of the darkness. You remember a time period where you had found Kelly in a house that she wasn't meant to be in. She'd been using again. And this time, worse than ever. It was so dark in that house. It was dilapidated. You ran around looking for her, and all you could see was more people like her affected by this horrible drug. You eventually did find her in a dark corner, sweating, shaking, talking under her breath. Obviously, the track marks on her arms. You went up to her. You shook her, trying to explain that you were there for her. For the next 4 hours, you are going to have a genuine fear of dark places. You are coming out of whatever it is that just happened, Ollie, and you see Officer Martinez look up towards a window, and generally you see the color leave his face. And then it's almost like he quickly looks away as you stand there with this hatchet still in your hands, unsure of how you got there.
So I'm trying to process what just happened with me, and since I'm clearly a sane person.
For now.
And I can see what's happening to the deputy here, who I know well enough to be like, hey, go keep an eye on my friend. And there's him looking at the window.
And you see nothing in that window.
But I've known of like local or colloquial myths, right? That glass kind of acts like time travel. It can hold the reflection of the molecules at like a molecular level through history.
Okay.
And just due to knowing things like that, I would like to go do some investigating into the fact that there is some weird thing going on with this house. And what were those people's names?
It's the Angerstein house is what this house was formerly known as.
Is that common knowledge for all of us?
Yeah, pretty much. Everyone in town knows it. It's been a dilapidated house. It's sit on the edge of everywhere for quite a while.
And I'm concerned about him. Maybe he's hungry or something. Would you like to take a ride with me in my Ford Bronco or in your squad car to the Hardee's? It's right across from the library, and I need to research some things on architecture.
Is the sheriff still here?
He's kind of almost like walked into the house because he's kind of going and checking in on things. You can see Lauren Crawley has finally like shown up, and she's kind of heading into the house as well. And you see her like start to talk to the sheriff for like a second on the front porch of this house.
I think I got a few minutes.
Yeah, it'll probably take a little longer than a few minutes.
That's all right. The sheriff's here, I guess. I'm assuming he could...
Didn't you tell him that you were here to help me anyway?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so you want to drive in a open-aired Ford Bronco or...
As long as you don't mind putting your seatbelt on, I'm down for it.
1987 Buick LeSabre.
Your car?
Squad
your
car.
No, I don't want to go in my squad car.
I can't believe they haven't updated your squad car yet.
Yeah.
All the others.
It's not a Buick, though. It's that old school Crown Vic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah. I forgot.
Pause as we come back to you having taken pictures of this. What are you doing? Because you can kind of see some things happening over here, and you can see them kind of talking about this idea of like getting in his car to head off to get food and whatnot.
I'm my car, his car.
Or, sorry, you see.
We want to get in the Bronco.
I'm staring through the window right now, kerfuffled, because why is he getting in the car with a man that just had an axe in his hand? Why do these things continue to happen and be so cavalier in this town? Is Leland in itself some kind of hell house? Stop.
Lauren is up at the front porch with the sheriff as you're kind of still hunched over by his squad car.
Ah, so I haven't seen her yet.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, well, once they leave, I'm going to the blood room. I'm not a big fan of blood. We need it for the story. Okay.
You see Lauren Crawley and the sheriff walk into the house itself out of sight of you. And you see basically Ollie and Deputy Martinez take off in his Bronco towards town as you're still hunched over by this car.
Damn, that's a nice Bronco. I'm gonna go upstairs.
You want to go in the house?
I'm gonna open the door and go upstairs.
Okay. You go upstairs and you see that there are some rooms that are on the second floor that obviously have been used for like storage space for maybe some of the props and whatnot that they're going to use in the Hell House itself. And then you see another door at the end of the hallway, and it looks like it's been closed.
Wonder if I can jiggle this loose.
You go over to the door, turn the knob, and it easily opens.
Oh, well, that was low effort.
Can you give me a power roll, please?
I look up and 37.
Where's your power?
55.
Okay, you succeeded. you hear what sounds like a hissing noise coming from the attic.
Oh my god, are there snakes in this place? I thought they would have cleaned it out. Oh my god, that's the blood.
You smell copper as you walk up the stairs, but then the hissing noise gets worse. But when you look around, you see what looks to be like personal effects, and you see a trunk that says Angerstein on it. But you can kind of start to hear what sounds like a slithering and hissing noise coming from a certain corner of the attic.
Grab something out of this trunk. I don't care. I'm not getting bit by a snake. That's the last thing I need right now.
Give me another power roll, please.
9, I succeeded.
Okay. You hear the hissing, and as you open this trunk, what looks inside of it is that you see some photos of a family in, back in the 20s, maybe early 30s, and they're standing in front of this house, and you would generally assume that this might be just the Angersteins themselves. You blow dust off of it, and obviously it's been sitting in this trunk for quite a while. Can you give me a spot hidden roll, please, as you look at the photo? Should be far right.
Fail.
Okay. You could always push your roll.
What would that do?
In Call of Cthulhu, if you fail a roll, it doesn't mean you necessarily have to fail it. You have two choices. You can either push your roll, which is essentially taking your dice and re-rolling again and explaining to me how you're looking at this photo differently. However, if you fail it, it counts as a critical failure this time, not as a regular failure. Or, if you are a certain amount of points away from succeeding in your roll, say you're 65 and your spot hidden is at a 60, and you need to get down 5 points to make it a 60 and succeed, you can spend your luck points that are at the top of your sheet. However, once you spend luck points, you lose them, and it also changes your luck value. So if I have you roll luck later, you will have to roll under the new value after spending those points.
I'm gonna roll.
You want to push your roll?
Push my roll.
How do you look at this photo differently?
I actually think I have. Yes.
Roll again for me, please.
$68. Critical fail.
Okay. As you're sitting there, you don't even notice the shadow that's emerging behind you as you hear a hissing noise grow louder. And as you turn around, you see what looks to be a very large snake with red eyes glaring at you.
Holy!
What do you care about the most? You hear a voice in your head say.
My career?
Is it because you gave away information you shouldn't have?
I was just trying to find the truth. That's my job as a journalist, to find the truth, right?
At any cost, right? Even at the cost of a man and his family?
I mean, I just wanted people to know what really happened. I didn't think that any harm was going to come to him or his family. I just wanted people to know the truth.
You see, standing behind the snake, the face of your informant, looking at you. His neck cut open and his tongue pulled through.
Oh my God, Eddie. I'm so sorry.
I need you to roll sanity for me, please.
$99.
Was his tongue pulled through the
Yes.
slit in the neck?
Yep.
Alright, just curious.
You will lose 5 points of sanity for me, please.
No kidding.
So deduct 5 points from your sanity.
So it's, I think 6 total I've lost.
And I need you to make a knowledge roll for me, please.
10.
Oh, you passed. I love it when they pass. Okay, I'm going to roll something. You feel like this informant is standing behind you, and you continue to feel what feels like a hand on your shoulders as it says, "You did this." Your paranoia grows. You drink again?
Yes.
Nothing comes out of the flask. You pour it, and alcohol comes out. You taste nothing. Pause as we rejoin back to both of you as you make your way into town. What would you like to go do? Did you want to go to the library to look up information about the Angerstein house?
Yeah.
You do. You make your way to... Leland is such a small town that it does have a library, but it's kind of attached to the elementary school, but anyone from the general public can use it at any point. It's very one-story brick on the outside of it as you drive up to it.
So why did you want to come to the library?
You know about the Angerstein house?
Yeah.
I'd like to know more information about everything that happened there, the ley lines that the house is built on. I think something very strange is about to happen. And I did a lot of research. I had a lot of time on my hands. And
Well, I only agreed to come with you because I saw when you were carrying that hatchet, you had a kind of a crazed look in your eye. I just wanted to make sure everything's... You okay?
I have knowledge of everything I've experienced so far.
Mm-hmm. You do.
Not exactly. You see, ever since I got here, there's been a lot of strange occurrences. There's a lot of weird stuff in the attic, and there's Rube Goldberg devices all over the place. And then I thought I saw a giant snake with glowing eyes that told me to kill the sheriff. And that made me think when I saw you staring into the glass, it made me think of this guy that I met at this thing called the Third Eye Carnival, which is a conspiracy theorist festival.
Okay.
And he told me this story about how glass on a molecular level basically breaks down into like time traveling. Glass can be
A mirror to the past.
Yeah, or the other side, the veil maybe. And I wanted to know what you saw in the glass.
That Kohler kid's been acting real weird. He smelled of gasoline when I came upon him, and I thought I saw him hanging, and as he was leaving, he was staring at that part of the house.
What was he doing, gasoline?
I think he was trying to burn the house down. But in the glass, I saw red eyes and the shape of something.
See, that's the story the guy told me about another house in, like, Kentucky or something. And he's talked about these ley lines and the magnetic ley lines, and somehow glass, the ley lines, the house could be used as some type of portal, if maybe
Do you think that
terrible
this
things happen.
is just everybody's just really upset of this funeral of what happened to Kelly, and we're just trying to make sense of a terrible tragedy, or do you really think something's happening here?
I'm starting to believe that something's really happening here.
Okay.
Are you guys walking up to the library?
Yeah.
So I say you guys are having this conversation. You walk through these, two sets of like double glass doors, and you walk into this fairly like early 90s like wooden desk, and there's it looks like a younger female that's sitting there, and she's kind of reading a book, and she looks at you all and goes, "Oh, Deputy and Ollie, is everything okay? What are you guys doing here?"
Well, Maggie, I come up here a lot and read stuff. Check out newspapers and whatnot.
Yes, Ollie.
We've been working on the at Hell House, and I think he wanted to look at some old drawings of the house.
Yeah, where we can put more Rube Goldberg devices.
Yeah, I mean, anything to help out at the house. And it's a big deal for the church. It might be possibly best to look back at like the history section, maybe the genealogy of the house. Here, I can show you.
Little thing where they show that.
And she gets up and takes you over to this certain section that's kind of like local history / whatever sorts of old documents that they still have of the town of Leland.
Would there maybe be any weird books?
Are you looking for anything in particularly weird?
Yeah.
Give me a spot hidden roll, please.
42.
Which spot hidden?
65.
As you're walking between the aisles, kind of just looking at things, maybe possibly seeing if there's anything weird or stands out, you see a book that says The Book of the Passover Angel. You see that it's written by a pastor that you kind of heard of it's also a local to Texas, not Leland, but they also live in Texas as well too, and you kind of vividly remember like a news story about them having a cult.
When did this cult take place?
Fairly recent. Within the last 2 years.
And then I'm wondering if, because I knew about this cult, he wrote this weird book. I'm sort of into demonology and stuff like that.
Ollie, I didn't know any of this about you. It was kind of wild. You didn't strike me as to be into this kind of stuff, but okay.
It's a hobby.
Ollie, this is kind of the history of the Angerstein house, and also this is kind of like a map of the area. I don't know what you quite need with this, but I'll let you both to it. And Maggie walks away as you guys kind of sit at this kind of tilted desk where the book as well as the map itself is there.
When you think about it, when did like the witch trials and everything take place?
The 18 or 1700s.
Right, and we're in
2020s.
Right.
We are in 2020.
2017.
We're in 2017.
Yeah.
So like,
how the fuck do you have a Bronco?
It's an old school Bronco, like OJ's.
Okay.
I soldered the top off. So really, if you think about it, 200 years wasn't that long ago in the grand scheme of things.
Okay.
Both of you give me a power roll, please.
I've noticed that I'm like lacking in a lot of other things that everybody else is doing quite well with.
96, and I'm a 70.
I have a 19, and I'm a 35. Like, how are you so sane?
Well, this was
you're reading these books.
It's called Descent into Madness.
Without even noticing, you grab a book off the shelf and he slams it into the side of your face. As you see Ollie begin to kind of stand over you with this glazed over look that you've seen before from Bradley Kohler.
Yeah.
Book to the face.
What do you do?
Is there any I look around for a possible thing to defend myself because I don't want to pull my gun on my friend, Ollie. Is there any thing I can throw at him that's not like a heavy book? Like, is there any glasses of water that I can try to take him out of this?
Plenty of books. As you see his glazed over look as he starts to stand over you, and he starts to raise this book.
I jump up and I grab his arm where he was trying to bring it down upon my head.
Give me another power roll, please, Ollie.
6.
You don't realize that you've done any of this. You think you're looking at the face of an old friend of yours, and you feel like you had to do what you had to do to save yourself, and that if it means putting him down, so be it. But all of a sudden, you feel a hand grab your wrist, and as you look back down, you don't see the face of your old partner. You see Deputy Martinez with a little bit of blood leaking from the side of his head.
Oh my God.
Are you okay? What happened?
I feel like I was transported somewhere else, just like when I was going to kill the sheriff earlier. I had a flashback. I think it's all connected. I'm wondering, too, what the history of this town is now, and if there were any cults before the cult.
Are you going to hit me again?
Here. I hope not.
You hope not?
I can't guarantee anything at this point. I'm still a sane, rational human, so no, I'm not going to hit you. Did you... So, were there any cults before this cult that's going on a few years ago?
Nope.
Weird.
It's the only one that's been recent that you've heard about in the news in passing.
Well, am I right about the ley lines in the house and the window?
You can give me a library use roll, please.
I have this theory. Here, take... Can I patch his face up?
You can... It's not... It's a little bruised, but it's not too bad. But just seeing someone that is a friend who just
do I need
attacked
to
you.
Take a wound or anything?
Nope.
19 for my
19.
library roll.
There's no ley lines, but as you look at the history of the house and you look at how long it's been a part of this Angerstein family for so long, up until the point of the unfortunate incident of the father killing the rest of his family, you see an old photo of the Angersteins as they stand in front of the house that they are so proudly have built. And in the background, in one of the windows, you can see a shadowy figure with red eyes looking back at you. Pause. You are still in the attic as this situation evolves, and your flask, you can't taste anything. And as you kind of look back at what this thing was, it's not there anymore.
Maybe I've had too much to drink, but it felt so real. I mean, the red eyes, the snake, it was all real, right? I mean, I've got to get out of here. I'm getting out of the attic. I'm getting out of the house. I can't be here alone any longer.
You make your way down the stairs, and you see the head of the house who had convinced you to come earlier kind of stop you and go, Sarah, was it? Are you okay? Where are you going?
No, I'm not okay, Lauren. I don't know why you brought me to this house, but there's something seriously wrong with that attic.
What are you talking about? There's nothing wrong. It's just stuff up there. I don't know what you mean. And as she talks to you, you don't see her face anymore. You see the face of your informant with his eyes bleeding.
Can I run? I want to run. I'm running out of the house.
You run out of the house?
Running into the woods, running to my car. I can't find my keys. I can't get into my car. I dropped my keys somewhere upstairs.
You can give me a luck roll.
38.
What is your luck? Top of your sheet there.
55.
You think he might have left it up in the attic, but you hear a jingle in your jacket.
It's my jacket. Yes, I still have them.
You open the car. You sit inside of it.
Freaking out. What did it say? I'm gonna pull out that photo of what's in the deputy's file.
Can you give me a power roll, please?
51.
What is your power?
55.
Okay, you succeeded.
Maybe there's some kind of clue here that can tell me what I just saw. No one else seems to know what's going on in this place. It's the fire and the serpent. There's no way. That snake was 100% real. I do see the deputy's number at the bottom of this sheet. Can I give him a call?
Yes, you can.
Pick up.
Hello?
Aaron. This is Sarah.
Who?
Look, I know I shouldn't have, but I got your number from a piece of paper I saw in your car. And I saw you guys were freaking out and trying to comfort Ollie earlier, and I think I know what's going on.
Reporter?
Yes. Why are you so stuck on the reporter thing? Yes, it's Sarah.
Okay. Well, what do you think is going on?
There's something connected to this hell house from, I know I wasn't supposed to see this again, but I snapped a photo of the blood on the wall.
You know, you've, again, with the telling me
You just
when
listen.
you break the
Please
law
just
is
just
driving
listen to
up.
me.
I'm listening, but please. I think
Are you still with Ollie? Are you
I
still
am,
with Ollie?
and I think we found some interesting thing, even though I'm not really sure if I believe it.
Well,
but
great. Let's compare notes because I've got something. All I know is
Ollie, the reporter apparently has found something in the
Wait,
house.
there's a reporter?
Yeah,
I don't know if I trust reporters.
me neither. But I think we need to.
I'm on speaker. You know I can hear you guys, right?
Do you do you have a safe place to meet? Because I mean, we can't go back to the precinct. That's like the worst place to go.
Where are you guys now?
We're driving back from the library.
In the Ford Bronco? Wait, I'm passing you. I'm right here. Stop the car.
Are you stopping?
Yeah, I'm slamming on the brakes on the small woodland road we're on.
You know, you moved because you weren't wearing your seatbelt. I was wearing mine. You should probably put that on.
Just don't like it. I don't think that they should be able to make laws telling you that you have to wear a seatbelt.
Can you roll the window down? Roll the window down.
Okay, all right.
The top's been soldered off of this thing.
What have you learned, Sarah?
Okay, listen. That hell house, there's something really wrong in there.
Exactly.
No, I was just up in the attic.
I was too.
And I saw some kind of serpent thing.
I saw it
It was
too.
like did it have
Glowing
red eyes?
Red eyes, yeah. It was a giant,
Yes, that's what I saw, but then I saw something else.
What did you see?
One of my former informants.
What happened to him?
It's not something I'm proud of, but since you like to comment on my drinking, I'm kind of the reason he's not around anymore.
because of your drinking.
No. I exposed him on a case, and the mafia found out and killed him and his family.
Where was this?
It's my hometown.
Where is that?
Where is that?
It's going to be in Brooklyn, New York.
It was in Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, that's weird.
I know, I don't have the accent anymore because I don't want to remember.
I mean, not everybody in Brooklyn has it's like a melting pot.
He's just always an argument with this guy. Anyways, I'm just trying to say, have you looked at the evidence from the files that you have? Do you see what it mentioned? He is the fire and the serpent.
Yeah,
How is it you don't think that's a coincidence that me and this guy both saw a serpent?
I saw something. I didn't see
And
it.
I saw a former informant that's
I think
now
that
dead.
everybody's a little just upset over Kelly's death.
Oh, come on.
But listen to what you're asking. You're telling me to believe in some sort of serpent?
Listen, this can't be the first time you've seen
What else
something you
weird
can't
has happened?
explain.
Anything else weird happened?
I mean,
You're talking about fire.
wait a minute.
That's right.
And if this hell house doesn't get pulled off, that means everything for the town. But if it gets burned to the ground, that means a lot of insurance money
Wait a minute.
for whoever owns it.
Didn't Bradley say something about...
He was going to burn it down. Satan wants it burned down.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, the ley lines thing and
I just... You
serpents.
kind of dumped a lot on me, and you've also hit me, by the way, which I haven't forgotten about. What else?
look,
Who was Kelly to you?
I was her sponsor.
And what about you? Usually a sponsor is
I
usually...
used to drink a lot.
Is that it? Or
I know the feeling.
drugs?
Look, man, everybody's lived their life.
I'm not judging you. That's not what I'm asking. I'm just trying to see if Kelly told you something that got her killed. Because I don't think that her death was a suicide. In fact, I know she was doing well.
I don't think she's told me anything that got her killed.
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
She didn't say...
You don't remember her ever saying anything
Yeah, I
to
don't
you?
remember her ever saying anything odd like that to me. I mean, it's kind of basic knowledge that there's a cult in the town. Maybe she got
Yeah, I know,
screwed
but
up with the cult.
we're every sect of this religion of Christianity can be considered a cult. That's just, we just live in the South. This is
if you really want to get into like Gnosticism.
I mean,
things like
okay,
that,
I'm
too.
not going down this.
Okay.
Can everyone give me a power roll, please?
$15.
7.
11.
So everybody passed. Okay. You hear a hissing noise inside of all your heads. And then off in the distance, you hear what sounds like a blood-curdling scream coming from the house. And as you can kind of look and see from even down the road that you guys are on, you can see people starting to rush out of the house. And what looks to be someone getting dragged out with something possibly wrapped around their arm or whatever it may be. What would you all like to do?
Ollie, could you drive there, please?
Yeah, I'll drive over there.
It doesn't take long.
We can see it from the car. So
I'll meet you guys
assume-
there. I'll meet you guys there.
Somebody's hurting. Just step on it.
You make your way up to the house. It barely takes 5 minutes. As you get up to the house, you can see what looks to be like, it looks like Steven, who's one of the carpenters in the town, is laying on the ground, and he has a cloth wrapped around his arm, and there's obviously blood leaking from the cloth itself, and he just has kind of a panicked look as he looks up at the sky, and he goes, I can't believe it. I swear to God, I turned off the saw. I don't know what, oh God, oh my God, am I gonna lose my arm? And you can see one of the supervisors, as well as Evie, is kind of standing around him, trying to calm him down, as someone else is on the phone, obviously calling for an ambulance.
Can I help him? Can I start applying first aid?
You can roll for first aid for me.
This is why you don't build houses with volunteers.
46, and it's a 55.
Okay. You manage to possibly maybe even take off your belt and make a sort of tourniquet to kind of stop the blood flow that's coming out.
I use his belt. I want to keep... Mine has a gun attached to it that I would like to keep.
So you use his belt and tie it around his arm, and it's good enough to where it's stopping the bleeding.
Okay.
He's kind of calming down a little bit more, but he still just has a panic look in his eye.
Did anybody see this accident? Was anybody with him?
Evie just looks at you and just goes, no, deputy. It just, we just heard him just working as usual, and then all of a sudden, he started to scream, and we ran into the room, and he was on the ground, grasping his arm. I don't know.
Who else is in the house?
Just, and kind of, she holds up her arms, and all the other volunteers are kind of outside, like looking at this scene unfolding with Steven laying there, and he's kind of still grasping his arm. Everyone was here. We have a bunch of volunteers here working all the time. Who are you again?
I'm Sarah. You saw me here earlier, volunteering.
Yeah, sure, deputy. I think someone's calling an ambulance.
Evie,
he said.
Have you been smoking marijuana?
No. I wouldn't smoke that. What are you talking about?
I'm just curious. I just feel like a lot of people are inebriated or something working on this house.
No one's inebriated. What are you talking about, Ollie? No one's inebriated. I mean, we're all good church-going folk. Can you give me your power roll, please, Ollie?
$67, and I'm a 70.
Okay. You smell gasoline, and it gets stronger and stronger. And as you look up at the doorway, it looks like there's a shadowy figure looking at you with bright, glowing red eyes. As the door slams shut, I need you to roll sanity for me, please.
55.
What is your sanity?
70.
Okay. You will lose 1 point of sanity, please.
What? How's that work?
It's still a creepy thing you're seeing.
I'm gonna... I assume that since the ambulance are called, I'm gonna start making my way towards the house. I call for Sarah to join me.
Make your way into the house. Are you walking to the room?
No, I'm just getting right towards the front door as everybody's more attending to Stevie?
Yeah, Steven, Stevie, whatever most people prefer to call him.
I just want to make sure you get his name right. We got this terrible accident. We got cut off. What is your role in all this? How do you know Kelly? Why were you at the funeral?
I'm sorry. I know that you just think I'm this skeezy reporter that wants a story and just wants to lie to get there, okay? I get it. I understand.
don't know what you want. Every time something bad happens, you tend to show up.
That's because it's my job, or at least it was. The guy that I saw, when I saw that serpent in those eyes, I mean, he wasn't slain by my hand, but he may as well have been.
Okay, so you have some guilty conscience that makes you hang around funerals?
No, I'm just...
I don't have a reason to lock you up, but I really wish I did, because I think that you're a danger to everybody.
Listen, I don't want to hurt anyone.
Well, you're doing a really good job of making sure that being around when they... Okay.
Aaron, I just want people to know the truth.
What truth are you talking about?
That this wasn't a suicide. Okay? Everybody in this town is just gonna let somebody get by. What? To build another mega church, to make sure that God reigns sovereign in this town.
Okay.
Wake up! Wake up! There's bigger things happening than just a couple of weird occurrences, you know? I mean, it all floods together, and I'm the only person I'm the only person here trying to piece it together. I've seen the cops try to piece it. I've seen your deputies try to piece it together.
Well, I don't think they're trying to do anything.
That's what I'm trying to do. Exactly.
Okay.
You have... Just think about this for a second. The files that you had.
Yeah,
right?
Why are you... Actually, I do have a reason to lock you up. You went into my patrol car without even... and rummaged through my things.
That's because I thought we said we were going to team up at the house.
Oh,
I think it's just because I'm a reporter and you don't want to let that go.
No, you just go into... team up doesn't mean I want to give you all of my information. In fact, you know what? I think this conversation is...
You had an open door. You keep your squad car locked up if you don't want people in it.
I don't think you understand what doors mean. Just because it's closed means you shouldn't go in it.
Well, if it's locked...
That's not how the law works. I think I would know. Ollie, are you busy?
What do you need me to do, boss?
I'm not your boss. I just figured we'd keep...
That's just a colloquialism.
Oh, gotcha.
Can both of you give me power rules, please, as you get angry at each other?
3.
44.
What's your power?
35.
I rolled under all of them.
Okay. Then that is a extreme success. Within one fell swoop, you pull your gun from your holster and put it up to her head. As Ollie sees this as he walks into the room. And with that, we will end the second episode of Hell in Texas. Thank you very much for joining us. We hope to see you next time. Goodbye.
You're a loose cannon.
I am.